Obviously I spoke to you the other day about it. Have you seen what I was saying about that? I spoke to Jay at the gym, and he was saying that he wants to start training for it, so I imagine there's going to be a few of them, which is why I want to try and get it out next week, if I can. But I don't want to put it out unless we're 100% with what it is that we're doing. I want to do a mixture. I want to do some long, so one event in my head is about an hour long, whether that is using the hills up and down, whether it's repetition of hills or whether it's like maybe a short run, then they carry something, don't know what yet, but carry something a certain distance and then they come back and have to move something.
Well, I like the idea of moving away from the 20-minute workouts.
Yeah.
I think that gives you the variety of challenging different training systems. So, as you said, just having a long, like arduous workout,
Yeah.
which is just a case of
Just a bit more like what Rise of the Jaguar, where Rise of the Jaguar had that four events within one.
it's just like you just grit and you grind and you just chip away at an event. You just set out a task and it's like, right, you're doing this for an hour.
So the trouble I see with that is how it's scored, because unless you're saying it's a race where it's 0.1 to 2 and then therefore it'll take them an hour to grind through it, but eventually there's a winner. Like that's what Rise of the Jaguar was effectively.
Yeah.
If we're doing it for scoring, how do you score something? I mean, you could just say that it's just a long round and it's going to take 5 minutes to do one round. So it's who scores the most. You know, some people it might take 5 minutes, some people it might take 3, and some it might take 7. So there you're going to get a split because.
But then you run into the problem of half rounds and things like that to differentiate between people, because what would happen is, so for instance, if the rounds are longer,
2.5, 3 minutes of work and not being scored would be quite hard.
That's it, yeah. So if I was just about to get into my next round, but I didn't quite make it, I would get the same as if somebody who just got on to that round, if that makes sense.
Yes.
Yeah. So we'd end up, say,
you could be 4 or 5 minutes ahead, but
still be on
still
7
score
rounds
the
each.
same. Yeah.
So you just have to try and find a way of getting round.
So you could have it in sections that were made of smaller parts. So
like a chipper.
yeah. So it could
Really
be exactly
long one.
that. Well, even if it's not a long one, it might be a chipper that they continually do rounds of. So it could be like 10 reps of that, 10 reps of that, 10 reps of that, 10 reps of that, and then
continual
that's
for half an hour.
because then you might get 1 and 2, 1 and 3 parts, 1 and 1 part, and then you can split them, and it is worth working till the end. Because that's the other thing with a long part, you don't want to go, well, it's going to take 7 minutes, fuck it, let's just finish.
It's like hitting a checkpoint.
Yeah.
You can just work through it and go, oh, I've hit that checkpoint, it's like, that's ticked off on the scorecard, and then I can get to the next one.
Yeah.
That's a better way of doing it.
So what? That's the question. What? Now,
What
everything in the whole Battle of Stirling, what I want it to be is almost complete cardio or complete strength. That's where I want it. A lot of the events we've done, we've sort of mixed it.
It's a hybrid,
I want it to be heavy or running, or heavy or continual, whatever it be. If it's light, then it's like trudging up the hills, it's doing reps up the hills, it's carrying stuff around. And I guess we've got to go back to the theme and try and tie that in where we can. So if it is Battle of Stirling Bridge, we're talking Braveheart era, any William Wallace element, Celtic. One part I had an idea of was a scout. So sending your scouts out to find the enemy lines. That's obviously a run-based element, but there's your theme, if you like, storyline for the event. So it's sending your scout out, they go away, they have to go and find something, a bit like the orienteering, but it's blatantly obvious where it is. It's just getting to it. So it might be a case if they've got to run a long way, they get there, and then it's a short, not obstacle course, but there's a crawl, a jump, a climb over, and then there it is. Pick it up, come back the way you came, and then run it back to your team.
Yeah.
There's your scout thing. Because what I'm also going to suggest as well that we do is that the whole event is not dictated who works. So in theory, a pairing could turn up on the day and one could
person
do
has to do the whole thing.
Yeah, because I think it's down to them, the teams, to pick and choose where their best strengths are.
Yeah.
And if you've got one person who's going to really run, Jay's got Jason, Sam's got Tom, for example.
I love that feeling though, like when we do events and you can carry your partner
Yeah.
on certain things. It does
Yeah.
make you feel good.
Yeah.
And that's what I think that team element comes into it. It just feels so much better as being part of that team and going, yeah, so on this event, you're going to dominate.
Dominate it, take it.
And all I can do is be the motivator and encourage you to do as much as you can. Go, yeah, this is your time to shine. This is your time to really put in and grit it out for us as a team. But then I know that there will be other elements that I'll also be able to do as well. And I think that's quite a nice dynamic to add to events.
Yeah. I think. Yeah, I like that. But what we need to do, just need to be careful. What we need to do is make sure that if that was the case, that someone thought he was going to be pretty big bollocks and do the whole event, that in truth he's just going to be so mauled, it's just not going to happen.
Yeah.
You know, that there is an element there that they're going to have to hold off. Because otherwise, then what you're doing is you're saying it's not really the strongest team, it could be the strongest individual that wins it for a team. So, for example, if the majority of the day was running, Tom's has a massive advantage.
That's why you have to be sensible in that. You, as you said, you draw on your strengths of the team, and that's where you then have to make your decisions of going, right, this is where you're going to work harder, and this is where I'm going to take it easy so I can have my briefers, because then I know later on I will work harder. It's kind of like us when we go to Superhuman, it's that balance. You fill in the gaps where I'm weak, and I fill in the gaps where you're weak. The best sort of outcome would be for us to both get to a point where we're both strong either way. And it's just whoever feels best.
Who's feeling better. Yeah, because that's the thing as well. When you see that not every time, even when we plan it, sometimes it works out the other way.
Yeah, that's
like the Atlas one was one like that, or the tyres even sometimes is like that, isn't it? Where you think it's going to go one way, and the thrusters.
I was going to say thrusters. We'd set that up as I was going to do the majority of the thrusters, and you were going to do the kettlebell swings, and so that's completely flipped on
the swings. Probably didn't have me falling out the bottom of the thruster. Okay, so individual events then. So have you got anything, or not even the events as such, but have you got any sort of movement patterns you think we should definitely look at doing, or what and when?
I want to swing something really far.
Alright, well we've obviously got kettlebells, we could do a kettlebell throw.
I want to do something like that, because if you think like Scottish Highlands, thinking Highland Games, you got your caber tossing, you got your throwing things. I have a feeling there needs to be some sort of element that constitutes to a throw or a swing.
What if we did it? The worry I have is obviously the ground.
Yeah.
Because obviously as soon as you throw a kettlebell,
it's just going to make a crazy.
Yeah. But we could do it with something like slam balls. We could get
a
handful of slam balls, and they can still swing or throw.
Slam ball would be a good shout, I think, actually.
Because they just land and they wouldn't really roll. No. They're not that. Yeah, we could have a look at that. So we could look into the possibility of getting a handful of what sort of weight really. It would depend on distance, wouldn't it? If it was really heavy, it would need to be far. But if it was really far, it would need to be heavy. It would need to be light.
And then we'd need to decide whether we were going to standardise a technique that you had to use, or you could just
as long as you were static, for example, you can throw it over.
As long as you don't go over this line,
you
can throw it however you wish.
I think I'd be tempted to do it over a long distance. You know, like Superhuman with the tyre where you just flip.
Oh, so yeah.
And then you come around and flip back. I would almost do the same thing. And, you know, if it was 20 minutes, for example, of kettlebell throws, so swinging, sandball swings.
Would there not be a safety issue though?
Not if they were spread enough. Not if they were wide enough apart. Someone might get slam ball to the face.
I was going to say, what happens if you have a bit of a loose cannon?
What, like Jay?
And you sling it into the next lane, then you might have an issue.
Yeah, and that thing would be alright, I think. If you spread them out and give them enough space.
Okay.
It's only like Superhuman with tyres, and really could easily flip one of them over onto someone else's foot.
That's true, yeah.
With a bit of extra width. We've got, hopefully, if we get the venue we want, hopefully there should be loads of space. So that should be an issue. Over at Home Farm. The big Home Farm where the old school.
Okay, yeah.
Because it's got the hills and the sides. There's also the hills down the back of it, where the original Endeavour starts.
That's a good place.
So that's what I'm thinking at the moment.
It's kind of what we need for those more hardier events.
For the outdoor events, I think for that natured event it needs to be. Okay, I think the carry, I think we need to have quite a heavy carry. What I thought about is, again, if you go down storylines, you could easily use the partner carry, because you could easily look at removing the dead from the battlefield.
Yeah.
or injured from the battlefield. So you might do something leading up to it, so maybe like a battle form leading up, and then partner carry back off the battlefield. And again, that's scored on rounds. So I think that's an easy one to run in. I think, like I said about the scout version, something like that, where there's a longer version of running, quite a long event, and a long run, you know, to the scout point. It's not. I want it to be similar to the scouting as well, you know, where it would be you'd be riding out on your horse or running out for a long time, and then it'd just be there.
And you'd see the enemy, and you'd be like,
now I need to run back.
I need to hightail it back to let people know. Yeah.
So, you know, our event should reflect that. It should be quite a long lead-up process, then something very quick, and then a long lead back.
Then you need to get back.
You could do that as a race. Just a timed race, so it's just a one-off, and you just choose one of your team members to do it.
Or you could do it for you and your partner.
Or both of you go.
Yes, well, so one person goes, but you can't go until that person comes back, and then you run the same thing, and then you come back.
Yeah.
So you both do the same course.
Yeah, so you both do it as a team race, not an individual race. Yeah, that's good, because then the teams that do have one really good runner, they're not always going to be guaranteed to win. You might have two sort of average runners might win it. I just think we need to put a bit of thought behind. Okay, so then already we're coming together. So we've got one roughly scout. We've got a battlefield one where we're taking someone off the field.
But you've also said you want to do some shorter events.
Yeah, I do. I do want to do something like I don't know, you know, more like the individual events that we do. 2 minutes, 3 minutes, all out. What can you do?
I still like that pen. I have a feeling that it would be good to have a section where it's like pens.
And they're all.
Even to the point where it's like each pen is like a different activity. So like you've done
circuit training.
Yeah. So like you've done Rise of the Phoenix. Like it's 2 minutes on each section, but it's a different activity in each pen.
Yeah.
And you just go round. So it is like circuit training, but you're just marked on how many reps you got done or whatever it was in each zone. Because that means you're in and around everyone, you're seeing what other people are doing, but you're doing an individual exercise too.
So we can do that. The only thing with that one is that we have to have the same amount of zones as team entries, because we've only got one heat.
That's it, yeah.
So if we've got 9 teams, 10 teams,
we'd have to have
9 or 10 zones and 9 or 10 judges.
Unless you paired it up.
Yeah, unless you had two teams in one zone. Yeah, we could do that, yeah. So you could have 4 zones, 8 teams.
Like a proving ground more than anything else. Like that's like, so you have your long run, that's that event, but then there's an event which is like the proving ground event, which is like it's sort of like your Highland Games and stuff, where you're doing different activities. But just obviously to maximise time and efficiency, have it in a pen style, and have it so that they move around in a circuit fashion. I think that would be good as well, and that would be intense. So you have like it's a quick turnover to get to the next pen, so it's like a minute rest in between, and then you're straight into your next activity. Okay. I
want to look at potential of something along the lines of a bit more back in the medieval one. Remember when we did the medieval one, we actually calculated how much weight they would carry on their armour and their swords and stuff. So what I thought about was doing something static, like, you know, like the strongman stone armour, where they'll hold the stone or they'll hold the swords out at 90 degrees and they'll just hold it. So if we went out and we go, right, you know, typically what would have William Wallace's swords weighed, and then we get them to hold that weight out in front of them.
Big claymore.
Yeah, that's what I mean. So if that's the case, you know, if it's a 5k plate, 10k plate that you're holding statically out in front of you, or a kettlebell, you know, whatever it is, being held static, and there's your 1 minute event, 2 minute event. Do you know what I mean? And you're head to head, and if we've got enough of them, put one person from each team head to head against each other, and we'll make them work in lines opposite each other. Judges can be split between the lines, they can look at a pair each or something like it. That's the other thing as well. If we've got one heat and we've got less judges, they'll be doubling up again. So we've got to make sure that whatever we do, they can judge. So unlikely we'll have a judge per team. It's a lot of staff, not a lot of people.
Yeah, it's a lot to ask as well. Really.
So we're looking at scouting. We're looking at a static one. We're looking at pen again.
Pen style, yeah.
So basically
some sort of circuit,
proving ground again. And we're looking at. Then I think there's got to be some form of hill rep Do you know what I mean? I think just literally as simple as
It's
carrying.
highlands, isn't it? So you're going to be doing that kind of stuff. But yeah, like a big carry up a hill. Because what are you thinking of doing, like a drag?
Yeah, I would like to put something over their shoulder, or
drag it up the hill.
Drag it up the hill. The only thing that is obviously the ground, so I've got to check their route.
Able to do that.
Yeah, because that will destroy the grounds. Although continual hill reps will destroy the grounds. So, I don't think
depends what you can kind of get away with.
Yeah, footfall's okay, I think, so it's not too bad. But I think, fucking janky with that one. I think if, what I'd like is almost something like you carry something between you up the hill, and then drop it off, and then run down round the post and back up again, and then you carry it down the hill.
Can't we use the logs that we used for Vikings?
No, because we've used it, no, they're not cut up, but they are part of the balance course now.
Ah, right, okay.
They're all screwed bolted together. We could easily get logs like it, I'm sure. We'll just go and collect some more logs like we did before.
Something like that, yeah.
So we could
tree stump.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like a stump or something, almost Atlas Stone-esque, that you're going to carry up the hill, drop it off at the top, run down, back up the hill, and then go again. Whether they carry it together or whether they carry it singular. I don't know. And then the other simple version.
Depends how heavy it is, really, isn't it?
Yeah, it does, yeah.
If it's heavy, then obviously you try and want it to be 2.
And what I don't want to do is I don't want to use the kit that everyone expects now. Everyone sort of has an idea of what sort of kit we bring out at these events. So I think we need to sort of, just for a change, step away from it and almost not have any of it.
The only thing I would say is that this is probably the worst one to do that on.
What?
Because in my opinion, this one has
Barrels and bags.
It's quite a lot of similarities to like Vikings and that kind of stuff. It's hardy men at the end of the day.
I'll tell you what, that did work really well was the Viking round when we did the carry on the 2 shoulders.
The spit.
It was fucking brilliant. It really was. Like, it was harder than people thought. So that's something like that would still work.
Having like a spit carry.
But we could do it the way that we said, rather than have it handles and the bag on the beam straight up. We could hang it, suspend it by chains, and have it swing as well. That'd be different.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
That changed the whole approach. And then all you need is the course, and you can literally just get them to run the laps again.
Yeah.
Because that is a tough event. But again, it was the scoring that was the problem on the last run, which has caused a little controversy. So I think as long as we checkpointed them.
A little controversy.
Yeah, like whether people got in or not. Like whether they were, one of them we let Ali have his round, and he was probably 10 metres short, which meant that another team were a bit annoyed.
But we got that to the scenario that we talked about earlier, though, which was that was a long round.
Yeah, whereas
it took a lot of time.
If we checkpointed it.
Yeah. So all you've done, is you've just checkpointed it yourself. You said, well, you've got round halfway or whatever it was, and we'll give you that half a round, which means they would still won anyway. So.
Yeah, exactly.
Whereas the people that didn't get halfway rounds, tough.
Yeah, exactly. So we just checkpoint that a bit clearer, and we make the route slightly shorter, so it doesn't take as long to do one round, and then that way there can be a clear separation. Because we didn't have, I don't think we had anyone lap anyone on that. Although we did have a few just decide to not go, and it was that thing again of
you want them to work.
You want them to work for the whole time, yeah. You don't want them to not. So yeah, I think that's important.
Yeah, I think so as well.
We could use the weighted vests, we could use sandbags, but again, I want to. If it works for the event, and the event is better for everyone, then I'm not opposed to using it. But I just think there's other ways.
Instead of trying to fit the event around
it, that's it. Yeah. I want us to have that open mind and go, right, okay, let's go back, think again, and then see what we need, and then work from there. But I think we've got the crux of it. So if we're working on hills, so we'll do something of hills. We'll do something of scouting, so like a longer run. We'll do probably a pure strength zone. I don't think we make everyone do it either.
I think like an Atlas stone lift, or something along those lines.
Like deadlift.
Yeah, but it doesn't have to be long. Like,
no,
as you said,
we can do it. We've got them, haven't we?
I mean, you've got your women and male weight.
60-40,
Yeah,
yeah,
60-40.
well, just a 2/3 split. So.
2/3 split. So yeah, just like a simple one as that. Just get everyone to go through it if they want to, or you put your
ground to
strongest
shoulder, or
yeah, like ground to shoulder. Put your strongest person forward. Something along those lines.
Yeah.
That could work. And that gives you that shorter intensity. Then have your circuit-based sort of pen style potentially.
yeah.
And then you've got your individual, which will be throwing, maybe a bit of running as well, because you like to have that variety.
I want us to be, like I said, I want it to be quite strength-based or cardio-based.
Yeah.
So, okay.
But in the individuals, so the reason we shied away from it, or every time we've done an individual, we've done a strength element and we've done a cardio element, so that if you're in one count, yeah, you
I don't think we should this time.
don't.
I think we should go strength. I think it should be, it should mirror the event.
And it should encourage you to not rely on your strength to try and get yourself through. You should actually have to train your weakness. Because I'll be honest, when I go to events like that and I go, oh okay, there's a cardio option.
I've got a chance.
Oh, so decimate the cardio then, and that means that whatever I do in my strength,
you just try a middle ground.
yeah,
so that you're going to score
like
high.
that damage sort of limitation rather than actually.
It's like hitting your wits, isn't it? It's like saying, I reckon my middle ground strength is going to be better than the other guy's middle ground strength, but my cardio is going to be better. So
just put all my eggs in that basket and just try and hold on.
let's flip it round. Let's make it
So I have to do it.
Yeah. You almost.
That means I have to then train it. I then have to go right. I can't just let it. Unless I'm going to sacrifice the entire event, I can't just let it go. Oh yeah, I want to train that. I have to strength wise.
Yeah. Okay. Cool.
Yeah, I think we should do that. But then it depends. What sort of people are we going to be getting?
Again, this is another one of them areas I want to move away from. I think people are really picking up on the fact that individual events are really trying to bleed people in and give them an opportunity to try it and see it and use the scaled ability to be able to then see how they feel. And I think now we need to be less bothered by
who's
entered, because it's their responsibility.
That's exactly what I was going to say. We need to stop pandering to the people that we potentially are going to think they're going to take up the
But I don't want to put people off, but at the same time I want them to sort of realise, these are tougher events and this should train for them. But that's what I've always said, isn't it? Dedicating yourself to train for something over a long period of time is a bigger task than taking on something you're already capable of and managing it.
So that's why it's also important that we actually get the events out so people can
exactly. Which hence trying to say about getting them out, a bit earlier and a bit clearer.
Yeah.
Not just sort of the
your
broad
cryptic messages.
My riddles.
The Riddler over there. Yeah.
Rumpelstiltskin of the eventing world.
Mr. Enigma.
But no, I think if we can get them out early, then it gives people that opportunity. And I think people want it as well. From talking with Jay and Sam.
It's that goal, isn't it? And I think that's why.
People are wanting to compete now.
Yeah. So like again, you use Superhuman as an example. You look at that and you go, I know what I'm training for.
Yeah.
So that when I go, I can gear my training to a certain point in time, which is the event. That gives me focus, that gives me drive, it gives me dedication to go and do it. Whereas if it's like, just prepare everything, I'm like,
how?
Yeah, how? Like, I don't know where to start. That's it.
Is it volume? Is it strength?
And then I go there and I go, wow, I severely underestimated what general preparedness is.
Okay.
But I still think a few curveballs. I still like the idea of having a couple of surprise elements. So the throwing, we don't do a lot I personally don't do a lot of throwing based activities in my training.
No,
and I find it very difficult to train for it, especially in sort of today's run-of-the-mill sort of gyms. So I think that's a surprise enough. Again, there will be a throwing-based activity.
Okay.
Cool.
So throwing, scouting, something strength intense probably. Heel rep work.
And a carry.
And a carry. That's
with
got
a
to
big
be,
partner or whatever it is.
I think that's got to be the 5 major things.
Cool.
It's Sweet. Wicked.
Done.
Alright.
That's all it takes sometimes.